Why Beyoncé Almost Quit Music in 2010 Vertical Bar Heartwarming Story. Beyoncé Knowles was one of the biggest stars in the world. By 2010, she had already sold millions of albums, won Grammys, and filled stadiums with fans who loved her voice, style, and energy. She seemed like she had it all: fame, fortune, and talent. But behind the glittering lights and perfect performances, Beyoncé was tired. Really tired. It started after her second solo album, Bidet, came out in 2006. That album was a big hit. She toured the world, danced for hours every night, and gave everything to her fans. But by 2009 and 2010, she felt like something was missing. She had been working non-stop since she was just a teenager in Destiny's Child. Now in her late 20s, she began to wonder, was this all there was? She didn't tell anyone at first, not even her manager, her record label, or even her husband, Jay-Z. She would smile on stage and give amazing shows, but inside she was asking herself, is this what I want? One night after a show in Paris, Beyoncé sat alone in her hotel room. She looked around at the awards on the shelves, the glowing reviews on her phone, and the texts from fans saying how much her music helped them. Still, she felt empty. She thought about quitting music forever. I don't know if I love this anymore, she whispered to herself. The next morning, she called her team and said she needed a break. No interviews, no meetings, no photo shoots, just time to think. Everyone was shocked. Beyoncé never took breaks. She was known for being unstoppable, so she went home to Texas. She spent time with her family, cooked meals with her mom, talked long walks with her sister, and tried not to think about charts or deadlines. One afternoon, her grandmother visited. They sat together on the porch, sipping sweet tea. "Baby," her grandmother said gently, "you look sad." Beyoncé smiled, but tears filled her eyes. "I'm just tired," she admitted. "I don't know if I want to keep doing music." Her grandmother reached over and held her hand. "You've always had a gift," she said. "But gifts are only meaningful when you give them from your heart. If you're giving it because you have to, that's not a gift anymore. It's work." Those words stayed with Beyoncé. A few days later, she met with her husband, Jay-Z. He could see something had changed. "I almost quit," she told him. He nodded slowly. "And why didn't you?" "I don't know," she said. "Maybe because part of me still loves it, but I need to do it differently." Jay-Z hugged her. "Then let's find a way to make it feel right again." That summer, Beyoncé started writing new songs, not for the radio, not for the charts, but for herself. She sang about pain, joy, strength, and healing. She wrote about being a woman, about love, and about finding yourself again. In 2011, she released an album called Four. The name came from her fourth studio album, but also from the idea of starting fresh, like a new chapter. Fans loved it, critics praised it, and for the first time in years, Beyoncé smiled while performing. She didn't quit music. Instead, she found a new reason to sing. Years later, Beyoncé shared this story during an interview. She said, "There was a time I forgot why I started singing. I got so caught up in the hustle and the pressure that I lost my love for music. But going back home reminded me of who I was, my family, my roots, my heart. That's where my real strength comes from." Today, Beyoncé is more than a singer. She's a mother, a businesswoman, a role model, and an artist who continues to inspire millions. And though she faced a tough moment in 2010, it taught her something important. Success means nothing without passion and purpose. So the next time you feel overwhelmed or unsure, remember Beyoncé's story. Sometimes taking a step back is the best way to move forward and rediscover what truly matters. After Beyoncé decided not to quit music, she made a promise to herself. From now on, she would only do things that felt real and true. She didn't want to be famous just for fame's sake. She wanted her music to mean something. So she started working on new ideas with people she trusted. Old friends, new collaborators, and even some young artists who inspired her. She spent more time in the studio, not rushing songs, but letting them grow like flowers. She sang about life, love, pain, joy, and everything in between. One of the songs she wrote during this time was called Who Runs the World, Girls. It was bold, powerful, and full of energy. Fans loved it. It became an anthem for girls everywhere, telling them they were strong, smart, and capable of anything. But Beyoncé didn't just want to sing about empowerment, she wanted to live it. So she started doing more than music. She helped support charities, spoke out for women's rights, and created programs to help young girls believe in themselves. She also started spending more time with her family. She married Jay-Z in 2008, and though their lives were busy, they made sure to keep their relationship strong. They talked, laughed, and reminded each other why they fell in love in the first place. In 2012, Beyoncé surprised everyone by releasing a secret album called Beyoncé. It had no singles, no big announcements, just music and videos that dropped late one night online. People couldn't believe it. Fans stayed up all night listening to every song. Critics called it brave and beautiful. That album showed the world that Beyoncé wasn't just a pop star, she was an artist, she was a storyteller, and most importantly, she was human. She continued to grow as a person and as a musician. In 2016, she released another powerful album called Lemonade. It was deeply personal, talking about love, betrayal, healing, and Black womanhood. It touched millions of people and reminded many that their stories mattered. Through all the changes, Beyoncé never forgot what almost happened in 2010. That moment, when she thought about quitting, taught her a lesson she'd carry forever. Success means nothing if you lose yourself along the way. Today, Beyoncé is still making music, still inspiring fans, and still growing. She has kids now, and she wants them to see that being strong doesn't mean being perfect. It means being real. She often tells young fans, don't rush your journey, take time to figure out who you are. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or cannot be. You decide your path. And that's exactly what Beyoncé did. She could have walked away from the spotlight, but instead she found a new reason to stay. Because now, she sings not just for the world, she sings for herself. Beyoncé's story is more than just about music. It's about finding your purpose, listening to your heart, and not being afraid to take a step back when you need to. Even the strongest people feel lost sometimes. What matters most is what you do after that. In 2010, Beyoncé almost quit because she felt tired and disconnected. But with help from her family, especially her grandmother, she found her way back. She remembered why she started singing in the first place, not for fame or money, but because music made her feel alive. She changed how she worked, took time for herself, and focused on what truly mattered. That decision helped her grow into the powerful artist and inspiring role model she is today. So if you ever feel overwhelmed, whether it's with school, friends, sports, or anything else, remember Beyoncé's journey. It's okay to feel unsure. It's okay to need a break. And most importantly, it's okay to ask for help. Your turn. Think about something you love doing. Maybe it's drawing, writing, playing an instrument, dancing, or even just hanging out with friends. Now ask yourself, are you still having fun doing it? Has it started feeling like work instead of joy? What can you do to bring the happiness back? Take a moment to reflect. Talk to someone you trust, a parent, teacher, coach, or friend. Sometimes just sharing how you feel can make a big difference. And if you're already doing something you love, keep going, work hard, believe in yourself, and never forget why you started. Because just like Beyoncé learned, true success comes when you stay true to who you are. Share this story with a friend who might be feeling lost or stressed. You never know, it might help them find their way back, just like Beyoncé did. Write down your thoughts. When have you felt proud? When have you felt unsure? What do you want to achieve, and why? Keep chasing your dreams, but don't forget to take care of your heart along the way.